The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, to my left, we have a man that really needs no introduction, for he is known the world over. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops.
Yes. Welcome to True School Sports. Ready to talk boxing with this big match coming up this weekend, Pacquiao and Ugas.
Ooh, Pacquiao Ugas. So, really... It is an interesting fight, but I think it's kind of anticlimactic. I'm not really like as up for the fight as I would be for like the Spence fight, but it's interesting because it could be Pacquiao's last fight. Although I think PBC is trying to squeeze an extra fight out of him.
Right.
But
They probably will.
Pops, what do you think of the whole Ugas versus Pacquiao matchup? What's your take on it?
Well, from Ugas' side point of view, we've seen through the Olympics how the Cubans are coming out. What they did in the Olympics, and when you come to America, we live the American dream. You just gotta be ready, be prepared for it. And I think Ugas has got the opportunity of his lifetime that he probably never expected to get, and he got it. It fell into his hands. And now, if he can go ahead and dethrone the 8-time division champion, Manny Pacquiao, it'll be big for him. But just the fact that he's in the limelight and he actually stepped in and got the opportunity. Will be big for him and for Cuban boxing here in America. But that being said, I think also I have to say it because I have to call it out. I'm really fucking pissed off on the bullshit that was pulled by. I pray for him if he got whatever fucking called Retrina, whatever they say. I pray for Errol Spence or whatever. But the reality is. I'm still really upset. It took a lot of, it diffused the energy that I was built up, the fight that was built up. But that being said, like I said, I think Ugas is a legitimate opponent, but I think they should have picked a better fighter.
Who do you think they could have picked?
I think for me, because there'll be a lot of movement, a lot of quickness, there'll be pressure from both sides, and to make it exciting for the boxing fan, Sean Porter.
Showtime Sean Porter.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one. You know, they're saying that he might fight Crawford. I still have my doubts about that fight happening, but back to Ugas and Pacquiao. You know, Pacquiao said this week that there was a point in time where he was Ugas, like Ugas.
Right.
You know, Pacquiao led Waba on short notice. That was like his first fight that really broke him out here in America, and now it's kind of the same thing. Like all these years later, now he's got the guy on short notice. What kind of chance do you give Ugas against Manny Pacquiao?
Oh my God, I really don't. I'll be honest with you. He's strong. He's talented. He's done good for what he's done. But I'm going to say it again, Brandon. You know my favorite cliche.
Experience
with this guy was Warrior and Pacquiao, and I think his quickness on his feet from Pacquiao and the speed he got. I don't think he'll be able to handle that. Even if he's a come forward boxer, he will not be able to handle Pacquiao. And then Pacquiao wins the fight.
Okay, so decision or UD?
I'm gonna say.
Decision or knockout, I should say.
I'm gonna say a decision.
A decision, okay.
A decision, but I think Pacquiao is gonna take it. His foot speed, his movement around that ring is a lot faster than Ugas. Ugas he's a come forward fighter. He does fight pretty good. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I just think he won't be able to. I'll tell you like this. It's gonna be no more or less, but I have to look on it like Casemiro and
Rigondeaux.
I'm saying the movement. The movement that Pacquiao's gonna bring into that ring is gonna cause a lot of problems for Ugas.
Okay.
So I got Pacquiao winning this fight. Unfortunately, like I said, my energy for this fight is.
You don't seem gassed for it. Like right now, you sound kind of monotone.
Yeah, man, it's like a balloon when you pop and the air goes out. It's all blown up. Oh yeah, we're gonna get Spence, and pop, and then all that energy that I really had. That's not saying that I'm not wishing best of luck for Ugas.
We like Ugas. I like Ugas.
Getting living the American dream and get the shot to fight one of the greatest boxers, or one of the best ever in Manny Pacquiao, and he's got that opportunity to do it. So let's not take nothing from him, take it away from him, take it for granted. I'm just saying that I just think that Manny Pacquiao's foot speed is going to be a problem for him. I really do. The movement around the ring is going to cost him a lot of problems.
Okay.
And that's being said, Ugas is powerful. I'm not saying anything, but it's going to be hard to catch him. I'm telling you. You see Manny? Manny looks like a fucking 25-year-old Manny Pacquiao with the way he's working out, the way he's hungry, the way he's moving. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He knocked the fuck out of them sparring partners. I think that's what really scares. That's part of the reason I think fucking Spence went the other way. When he started.
So I saw a comment recently on one of the videos of one guy. Shout out to my guy Easy Does It 1980. He's not subscribed. Well, I don't think he's subscribed to me, but he's been commenting on my channel for years.
God bless him.
He said the WBC and IBF confirmed that Spence had that the injury was real. Okay. He asked, "Are we gonna make a video apologizing to Spence because the WBC and IBF confirmed it?"
No, I'm not apologizing shit. You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Prior to all this happening, prior to the fucking fight starting, before his training and getting ready for the fight with Pacquiao, he had to go through some a process, protocols with doctors. Just let him know. You're not gonna fucking tell me that a week before the fight that he wasn't being checked out back and forth, getting checked out daily or weekly to see how to return. And all of a fucking sudden, the week before he hears all these Pacquiao's knocking out all these motherfucking young bucks like flies, like that. Then all of a sudden he's got that. I don't believe that.
So you don't take.
I ain't no apology.
No. You don't take the word of the WBC and the IBF.
No, this is crooked. WBC, World Wars and corruption. I don't believe shit they say. Okay, so I don't believe nothing they say. So I'm not on no apology.
What would it take for you to apologize to Spence? Like, would you need medical proof from multiple doctors? Like, what would it take?
I'd have to see that, but I'm saying it's like anything else. Any fight that goes in, they get checked out before the fight. Him having the injury, they had the accident that Spence had. You can't tell me that he wasn't being seen on a weekly basis for doctors. You can't tell me that he didn't get a go about this and that. So no, I'm not believing that. I'm this one. I believe the I'm with the ex.
Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, Bernard Hopkins said that he's not buying it either. That he wants to see some sort of medical proof because it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. And look, in the times living in boxing with all these fighters pulling out. We don't want to be conspiracy theorists. We just want to see the damn fights. We want to see Spence versus Pacquiao. But because of what's happened with Fury and Teofimo and Benavidez and all these guys, and it happened so abruptly at the most inopportune times, you can't tell me all of these are legitimate. You can't tell me all of them are legitimate.
And it's just like one after another.
One after another in succession. I mean, look, the Benavidez thing happened the day right after Errol Spence.
That's crazy.
Back to back.
That's crazy. And again, you got to give it to Al Heyman, whatever he's got behind him, because he's got a lot to do with all this bullshit. And he's calling out whatever he wants to call out. But let's be real. I'm not going to believe that because I truly believe there was doctors in this corner the whole time this whole started, the training in the phase. And you can't tell me when you got a physical and they say, oh, you were training, oh, your eyes not. And all of a sudden, a week before the fight, you're gonna take the air of the balloon and pop it.
Yeah.
And out of the fans. You know how much money you literally lost because of that? Even though Pacquiao still was going to sell, you lost a lot of people because of it. So
yeah,
I call it what it is. I'm not fucking apologizing.
Oof.
I'm telling you right now, fuck all you guys if you think it's real conspiracy. I'm telling you straight up, I'm not apologizing for shit. I don't respect it. I wish it will if it actually happened, but until I see it in writing, like my son telling me when they actually fight, until I see the venue and everything, I ain't believing shit.
Yeah, you're not believing it.
So that's my thoughts on that. But God bless him or whatever, but I'm not believing it. I'm going with what fucking...
Bernard Hopkins. Yeah. So there you have it. That's Pops' thoughts on the Ugas Pacquiao fight.
Fuck out of
Bit of an anticlimactic fight week, but we're gonna be covering here on True School Sports. So stay tuned for that. And follow the channel, let's subscribe, do all that good stuff. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniels. Until next time, take care, guys.